Hey, come with me on a topic to talk about PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. We all, in one or two ways, have PTSD, or maybe you have a relative that have PTSD. Don't go anywhere, sit. Maybe this topic concerns you. So we're going to be talking about the meaning of PTSD, the signs and symptoms, and ways to manage PTSD. If you have a relative that have this mental health problem, or maybe you are the one going through this mental health problem, don't go anywhere and follow for more. So let's go to the meaning of PTSD. What is PTSD? Post-traumatic stress disorder is a mental health problem that typically occurs when someone has experienced or witnessed any life-threatening event. And also, PTSD can also occur in any stressful event, like witnessing a car accident or someone died in front of you, or maybe you have witnessed a war where there were gunshots and people were killed in front of you, something like that. Yeah, some people might have involved in a car accident wherein they have hit someone or killed someone with their car, which make them have this phobia that they're not going to drive. Instead, they're going to have a driver to drive for them because they're afraid the same accident might occur. So they're afraid to drive a car. Instead, they will hire a private driver to drive for them. That's all post-traumatic stress disorder. Or some people might have witnessed an accident, like something like an icing, or someone have been killed in front of them through car accident. So some are afraid to sit at the door side of the car. Some are even afraid to sit at the back of the car. Some are afraid to sit at the front of the car. Some prefer to sit middle. Either of the way, it's post-traumatic stress disorder. It's either you have witnessed an accident or you have been involved in an accident and you survived, so you don't want the same thing to occur. One of the signs of post-traumatic stress disorder is flashback. A flashback of something you have experienced, something traumatic that you have experienced or witnessed, and the same thing happens to you again. You will have a flashback, which will also cause a physical effect in you, which can cause sweating, trembling, like that kind of fear in you, because you had the flashback of what has happened to you because of that event that you just witnessed. Secondly is unwanted memories. Like you are having those bad or unwanted memories, like you're sitting in your alone time and suddenly you have these bad memories that come to you, which cause fear and trauma in you. It's a sign that you are having a post-traumatic stress disorder. Number 3 is avoidance. Yes, or detaching yourself from people. Some people don't like to mingle with other people, maybe because of the past experience they've had, which gave them that PTSD, post-traumatic disorder. It's one of the major signs of post-traumatic stress disorder. Like you don't want to meet people, you don't want to go outside, you detach yourself from people, from mingling with other people because you're afraid like the same thing might happen again. Whatever thing you have gone through that gave you that post-traumatic stress disorder, you're afraid by mingling or by going outside the same events or the same thing might happen to you. And lastly is anxiety. Anxiety simply means it's just like a question, like what might happen, what may happen, being afraid of what can happen, what might happen, or what is going to happen if I go to this place, if I do this thing, what is going to happen. Maybe because you've witnessed or an incident that has occurred to a particular place or a particular thing, so you don't want to do that thing again. You're afraid of doing the same thing because something can happen. You're having that kind of anxiety that something can happen. If you go outside, maybe you were involved in an accident. If you go outside, the same accidents might happen. So that's kind of like anxiety. And that's the last one, because I'm going to be giving it 4. Yes, I know there are many signs and symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, but I'm going to be giving this 4. As we go on, I'll be giving you the others. We're going to be talking about the ways on how to manage post-traumatic stress disorder on the next video, so stay tuned.